Hi everyone, Namaste. Welcome to my channel Venusian Scarp, where I talk about all things astrology and tarot related. Today's video is going to be on what's coming up in the month of November. So as usual, I'll be having 4 piles of cards in front of me, and you can take a couple of minutes to decide which pile you most resonate with, and then you can skip to the timestamp related to that particular pile. Before I get started with the video, I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about what I do here on this channel. So I talk about astrology and tarot, and I also provide holistic healing services. These are customized based on your individual birth chart. So I look into the different planets, houses, and aspects that are being made, and then I prescribe an action plan. I combine the use of yoga, nutrition, diet, as well as alternative therapy and medicine to give you a really unique customized plan. Apart from this, I also do relationship compatibility or synastry chart readings. So, if you're already in a relationship or if you want to get into one and you want to know what the flavor of the relationship is going to be like, you can contact for a synastry chart reading. And I also do tarot card readings. So, you can ask me questions about your life and I'll do a tarot reading for you. If you want to contact me for a reading, you can drop me a message on my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/VenusianScorp, or you can drop me an email at astrolac111@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Both the links are in the description box, so you can contact me anytime for a reading. Okay, so let's get started. The next slide, I'll be showing you 4 piles of cards, and you can select any one, keep that in mind, and then go to the timestamp related to that particular pile. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so this is a reading for pile number 1. I'm using a combination of 5 different decks of cards to get a more clarified reading. So, Spirit, what is the message for pile number 1? Immediately, I got one card. Spirit, what's the message for pile number 1? Whoa, a lot of cards fell out. Okay, so let's look at what these cards have to say. The first card I'm getting is the Five of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So this looks like you've been through a very tough journey recently, probably a dark night of the soul kind of thing, and now you are finding that things are finally making headway. You're past that stage, and now it's like you are slowly seeing the light. That's what this message is coming across to me. So the second card I have is the Two of Cups, which is amazing because it shows me that a couple of possibilities. One is that new love and romance is coming your way. Most likely, a new romance is blossoming, or it's on the cards, or you're meeting somebody or about to date somebody, and the universe is giving you the blessings for this new relationship. It could also mean, for example, if you're not looking for a romantic relationship right now, and if you choose to be single, then this card is giving me the message that this is about reconciling your own masculine and feminine energies. So, for example, for a long time, you may have operated mostly in feminine mode and then not used your masculine side so much. Like I always say, this doesn't matter what biologically you've been born as. It's more about the energies that I'm talking about. So you may have operated in one of these energies for a long time. For example, you may have been in masculine mode for a long time, where you're trying to make things happen, really keep pushing, but nothing's really happening. But maybe the universe is trying to tell you that this is the time to harmonize both energies and probably sit back a little and let the universe do its thing and let the universe give you the gifts that it needs to give you. The next card I'm getting is Temperance. So, definitely a time for you to strike balance. It's a time for you to connect with your heart chakra as well. That's what I'm getting from this card. Show some love and light to people around you. I think in the current climate that we are in, a lot of people are in isolation right now. We've been distanced from a lot of people who are close to us, but then this card is telling me that it's a time for keeping that connection alive with your friends, with your family. It's a time for keeping balance. I think balance is what I'm getting most from this card here, where it's about keeping balance of your energies, keeping balance of your time, and also who you give your attention to. Because, right now we are still in Mercury retrograde, and a lot of people are getting riled up about a lot of things. So it's time for keeping the peace and keeping the calm inside yourself. The next card I'm getting is Queen of Cups, which is another really positive card, because it's about appreciating what you've achieved in your life. It's about looking at your accomplishments and doing things that make you feel good. I think this is the main message that I'm getting. It's a time for you to feel good about yourself, because for a long time, like I said, the first card, you have been through a very, very tough time till now. Like a very painful process. It might have been like you've been doing a lot of shadow work, so a lot of truths are being really revealed, and you went through literally a huge awakening, sort of. And now the universe is telling me that the month of November is going to be about you being in balance. It's going to be about you enjoying what you have. And then, similar to that energy, I'm getting the Three of Cups here, which is also speaking about collaboration. So, not only is it a time for you to feel good about yourself, do things that relax you. Like, pay attention to the things that make you feel good. It could be just as simple as listening to music. It could be indulging in some spa therapy, or basically anything that makes you feel good. It's about indulging in those activities, not being so much about achieving goals and just going after it. It's more about laying back a little bit and just letting yourself enjoy life a little bit. The next card, like I said, it's about collaboration. So maybe in line with what I said earlier about temperance, which is about socializing and interacting with people around you, your friends and family, this could be a time for collaboration. The month of November could be a time where you strike partnerships with other people, maybe business partnerships, maybe just networking, maybe just going to social gatherings and networking with like-minded people. It doesn't even have to be offline, it could be online as well, where you meet people and you socialize and just expand your network. It's going to broaden your mind. It's going to make you feel connected with people around you, because we are not islands. We are all connected with each other. And I think that's what the card is trying to tell me. The next one is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is telling me that good opportunities are coming your way. It's just a question of being patient. November is going to mean so November is not going to be about having this to-do list and checking off everything that you've got on the list. It's going to be more about appreciating what you have, keeping things in moderation. I think basically it's about letting the retrograde season pass and keeping things in moderation, letting things be more in harmony, more in balance. And then the Knight of Pentacles is telling me that once you do that, a lot of good opportunities are in store for you. Let's look at the next text. So Spirit, what is the message for pile number 1? So I have a couple of cards that have come out. So the first one I'm getting is a time to give rather than take. So exactly like I said before, in line with what I said, like this is a time for socializing and collaboration. So maybe it's a time for you to give back to society. It's a time for you to give of your services, because this is the Moon in Virgo card that this is speaking to. So this may be about acts of service, helping other people. If you are a natural healer, then this is a great time in November to use your gifts of healing to help other people. A lot of people are going to want your attention during the month of November. They are going to want your help. They are going to reach out to you to give them guidance, give them assistance. So November is going to be about doing all that. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. This is very powerful. Like I said, you've already gone through a dark night of the soul. You've already done your inner work. It was a very painful process, most likely for you. And now it's about sitting back and letting the universe give you that shift in energy that you've been wanting for so long, because you have really done the work on yourself. I can see that through this pile number 1. You've really done the work on yourself. So now it's about letting the universe give you what you want, harmonizing those two energies, yin and yang, not being so much about doing things, but rather sitting back, relaxing, enjoying life, and letting the universe give you the gifts that you are expected to receive. Conclusions are within reach. So yes, you have done the shadow work on yourself. You have done the inner work on yourself. It was a very painful process. I can already see that. Probably the month of October and even September were very, very painful months for you. But now you are reaching resolution about a lot of things, not just not just on the personal front, even the professional front, even people around you. A lot of people may have been toxic in your life. You may have cut them off, you may have reached back to them and found some kind of resolution. But either way, what this card is telling me is that you worked out these issues, these snags that you had in your relationships, and now you're reaching some major important conclusions. It might mean you have had to break off with some people who were not really serving you, who were just giving you the runaround, who didn't really who weren't really honest with you from the start. So I think this is good, because you're getting rid of energies and people who are not serving you in any way. The next one, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yes, the dark night of the soul journey is over. So this is a really good energy card. You have done the work. So now the tough cycle energy is over and new beginnings are in store. This is good because now you can expect some positive changes in your life. I'm sure that you're already feeling the change in yourself now. You're noticing the positive shift in energy, because I think the last couple of months you may have felt a little sluggish, little bit out of balance, a lot of pain in your soul, a lot of pain in your soul. And now it's like that tough cycle is ending and new beginnings are in store. Show the world the real you. That's the next card that I'm getting. So yes, this is not a time for you to hide your gifts. This is the time for you to speak your truth. This is a time for you to shine in your authenticity. I think authenticity is the main message that I'm getting from this card. I think for a long time, a lot of you may have been grappling with issues around your identity, issues around people pleasing, trying to make other people like you, being a different version of you so that other people like you and gravitate towards you. But I think now the universe is telling me through these cards that it's time for you to shine in your authenticity. Don't hold back. It doesn't matter what your message to the world is. It doesn't matter how contentious it is or how bold it is. It's about really speaking your truth, because that's when you're going to attract your tribe. Remember the earlier card that I showed you about collaboration? So that's going to really help. That's going to really happen when you start shining in your own truth, when you start showing the world who you really are at a core level, because that's going to attract your soul tribe. That's going to attract the like-minded people that you really want to collaborate with, that you really want to be with. It doesn't even have to be business collaborations. It could just be like a romantic relationship. And like I said, if you are looking for love, then this is a message that I'm getting, that new love, new romance is blossoming. This is a positive influence. And but for that to happen, for you to attract your soulmate in November, it's really important that you be authentic, be as authentic as you can, and don't worry about ruffling feathers, because like I said, you may have been worried about people pleasing for a long time, and maybe that's one of the things that you are coming to a conclusion about, that you really don't have to be anybody else. You are good enough just the way you are. The next card I'm seeing is your hard work is paying off. Yes, you have done a lot of inner work, a lot of shadow work, and now it's like the universe is rewarding you. That shift in energy, you've probably already started to experience it. And now all the hard work that you've done, like you've already laid the groundwork, you've already planted the seeds. So now it's time for the universe to give you what you deserve. So just sit back and relax and don't try to overburden yourself, because you've already done the work the last couple of months. Next one, beautiful card. Luck is on your side. New moon and Sagittarius. Very true. So yes, the dark night of the soul, the shadow phase of your life is over now. It's reaching a new phase now where the fruits of your labor are starting to pay off. You're probably starting to already see some benefits and some results to all the work that you've been putting in the last couple of months. And now luck is shining their beautiful light on you, and it's just a time for really new beginnings and getting what you deserve and really enjoying what you have going on. So the next deck, let's see what this next deck has for me. So messages for pile 1, spirit, please. Okay, another card popped up. This is Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So yes, let the world know the real you, speak your truth, be authentic, but also rest and relax. Like I said, this is about doing what you love, enjoying your life, being at peace with yourself, being at harmony with yourself, and then divine healing is going to happen automatically. Retreat, recharge, heal. There's no need to overwork yourself during November. This is a time for you to rest and relax, because you've already put in the hard work, guys. You've already done a lot of work, a tremendous lot of work. That's what I'm noticing from this pile. You've done a lot of work. The next card is Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So yes, you, because of the shadow work that you've been doing on yourself and the effort that you've been putting in, you have come to some new conclusions after this period, and now you're realizing that you do have something to share with the world. Remember the earlier card where I said show the world the real you? I think this is in line with this, where it's about showing the world your true self, your authentic self. Speak your truth, and you definitely have something to give to the world. You have gifts of teaching something very important, sending a profound message to the world. So this is the time for you to share that. Don't let it stop you. Don't hold back, like don't be inhibited, is what this card is telling me. So Spirit, what is the message for pile number 1? Okay, so I'm getting one more card. That is faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So yes, a very positive card. This is a time for you to share your gifts with the world. Don't hold back. Don't try to be someone else that you're not. I think for a long time, you guys have probably been resting in the shadows. You've probably been afraid to speak your truth, to be authentic to yourself, because you are worried what other people are going to think about you, what other people are going to say about you, or maybe you are feeling very judged by other people. But I feel like it's time to have faith in the universe. Have faith that, you know, people are just like you. Everybody is going through their own struggle, their own issues. And once you shine your light, once you speak your truth to everybody, there will be a lot of people who resonate with your messages. And there will be a lot of people who are attracted to what you have to say. Like, you know, you do have that teacher energy in you. So, you know, maybe you can share your truth about that through some kind of platform which educates people. I'm just getting that sense of like a guru kind of sense, like you do have something to share with the world, and you've been contemplating this for a long time, and it's time to really come out and say it. Okay, so the next deck, Spirit, what is the message for pile number 1? Okay, so I'm getting this card, which is passion and pleasure. Savor your life. So this is very much in line with the earlier card, Queen of Cups, which was telling me that, you know, enjoy your life. You know, really pay attention to the moment, because the month of November is going to be savoring every moment. It's about being very zen, being very in the moment, not trying to overthink things and overcomplicate things, because I think a lot of us are guilty of doing that, right? Like we overthink a lot of the times. We think what's going to happen, we worry about the future. But I think the month of November is going to be very much about rest, relaxation. That's the key theme that I'm getting. And also about living your life to the fullest, like really relishing your life. Think about what are the things that make you happy, what do you like doing, and doing those things. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 1? Okay, so I'm getting this card, First Light, beginning a new cycle. Oh my God, very much in tune with what I said. Like, you know, a new cycle is beginning, guys. You have had a very dark period before this, and now it's like a new cycle is approaching. You're finally seeing the light. It's almost like finally you're seeing a ray of hope. You have gone through a very, very painful journey before this. So this is about trusting in the universe and knowing that something really good is coming your way. The month of November, I almost feel like after you've discarded all these old toxic relationships or situations, like you've done a lot of inner work, and you've reached a lot of conclusions about people and situations that no longer serve you anymore. And as a result, you have gotten rid of a lot of people, a lot of situations. You've left people. You probably cut off a lot of people, especially during the retrograde. I think it's a great time for a lot of truths to be revealed. And so that's why, as a result of that, now you've cleared the path for yourself. So a new cycle is about to begin, which is wonderful. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. Just like what the other cards were telling me, this month of November is very much about enjoying the process, trusting the process. I think that's more important. Like not trying to overthink it, not being in masculine mode where you're worrying, where you're overthinking, where you're trying to make things happen. I think you've done enough of that the last couple of months. So the month of November is going to be about just enjoying the process, laying back, relaxing, and I think that's going to really because that's when you're operating in feminine mode, where you're letting things happen, and you're going to start seeing the results very soon in November. So I got a card dropped off, which was the Star. Oh my god, wow. So the message that I'm getting, the sense that I'm getting from this is, once you share your truth with the world, the earlier cards that were telling me that, you want to share something with the world, you have a truth that you want to share with the world, and you've been afraid to do that for a long time, you've been hiding in the shadows, you were scared of what people were about to think. But trust me, guys, if you share this truth with the world, if you reveal what it is that you really are authentically, if you start being your authentic self, you are going to be the star. I see a lot of fame and fortune with this card. I see you guys getting a lot of limelight. A lot of attention is going to be on you. So be prepared for that. November is going to be about the spotlight being on you. A lot of people will want your attention. Like I said before, a lot of people are going to ask for your help and assistance regarding different things. So I think one of the times, one of the cards that came up was a time to give rather than take. So this is kind of making me feel like it's in line with that. Like the more you help people out, with a sense of benevolence rather than with some kind of expectation to it, I think the more your light will shine through, the more people are going to be attracted to you, the more they want to associate with you, collaborate with you as well because of that. Because not only are you your authentic self, you're speaking your truth, but you're also ready to help people out when they're in need. So Spirit, what's the next message for pile number 1? Okay, so I'm getting a couple of cards here. So let's see what this says. The first one, it says Two of Pentacles. Okay, wow. So this is about balance and yin and yang. This is telling me that this is very much about you maintaining calm in the face of chaos. There is a lot of turbulence that is still happening around you. So even though you've done the work on yourself, like even though you've done the shadow work on yourself, there is still a lot of chaos and turbulence around you, maybe through the people around you, the people you're associating with. Maybe a lot of your friends and acquaintances are still trying to cause trouble, or just there's a lot of there's just a lot of turbulence around you. And I think this is a time for you to still maintain the peace within yourself and know that whatever you're doing, it's working for you, and just continue on the same path. The next one is the Ace of Pentacles, another very, very positive card. Like I said before, you are going to be the star. There is a lot of possibility of fame and fortune, and this is telling me, just in line with that prosperity, abundance, a lot of fame and fortune are going to be on you very soon. The spotlight is going to be on you. You are going to get a lot of attention very quickly in the month of November. And the thing is, you may not even have to be struggling too much during November. Like it's not like you have to do a lot of stuff to get that attention. It's like you're just getting it because you are just being your own authentic true self. So that's what this card is telling me. The next one is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is still time to keep doing the hard work that you're doing. Don't give up on whatever you're doing right now. Yes, you're starting to see the results of your efforts and all the hard work that you've been doing the last couple of months. But I think it's also the time to keep continuing to do the due diligence, do the due work. Like if you have to enhance your skills, keep doing that. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like don't give up on that, because the more you do it, the more abundance is going to flow into your life. The Sun. Okay, wow, I'm getting strong Leo energy from this, because especially with the romance, possibility that I got from the earlier card. If you are looking for love and romance, then November is going to bring someone into your life, possibly a strong Leo influence, maybe even Sagittarius, but definitely a lot of fire energy. And this is also telling me that this is a time for you to get in touch with your inner child, your childlike energy. That's what this card is telling me. Like, a lot of you have been stuck in a lot of heavy, pessimistic, very heavy energy, which is kind of dragging you down for a long time. And November is going to be about being playful, being in the moment, just like a lot of the cards were telling me. It's about being in the zone, being zen, really savor each moment, enjoy life every single day during the month of November, and let the gifts of the universe start rolling to you. Like don't overthink it, don't worry about it. Basically that's what it's telling me. So Guys, that's the reading for pile number one. Overall, what I'm getting is this is a really good month for you. November is going to open up new doors. The dark phase of your life is over. You're already noticing a shift in your energies. New beginnings are underway. This is a time for collaboration. This is a time for speaking your truth. This is a time for helping other people who are coming to you for advice and guidance. This is a time to speak your truth, because that's going to bring you a lot of fame, fortune, and spotlight. But keep doing the due diligence, keep doing the work. And in terms of romance, yes, definitely love and romance is on the cards. Somebody with strong fire energy, probably Leo or Sagittarius, is going to enter your life. So guys, this is the reading for pile number one. If you liked it, if you resonated with it, do drop a comment in the box, in the comment box below. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well. See you in my next video. Bye guys. Okay guys, so this is going to be the reading for pile number two. If you chose pile number two, then this reading is for you. So let's get started. Spirit, what is the message for pile number two? Already three cards popped out. So the first one I'm getting is King of Wands, but it's in reverse. Second is Strength card. Third is the Devil card, but it's in reverse. So what this is telling me till now is that, you know, you have there is something that's bothering you right now. I really can't describe what it is that's bothering you, but you're somehow not able to be at peace with something in your life. Like you are worried about something. So let me get some clarity on that. Spirit, what's the message about the uncertainty that they're facing, the worry that they're facing? Okay, so I'm getting Nine of Wands upright and the Emperor. And there's also one more card, the Page of Swords. So these three cards are telling me that, you know, you've been concerned about something in your life, and it most likely has to do with you trying to guard something in your life. Like you're being very guarded about something. You have some walls up. You're like you are very apprehensive about something, that, you know, somebody is going to take something away from you. There's this fear at the back of your mind somehow. The Emperor card is telling me that it's time for you to be strong in yourself. It's time for you to realize that you are the authority in your life. The month of November is going to be about getting rid of these fears. The Page of Swords is also telling me that this is a time for you to do away with old limiting fears. Like continue to do the work on yourself, because what is bothering you right now has a lot to do with prosperity and abundance. So the message I'm getting here actually is, maybe you have some fears around abundance. Maybe you have some blockages related to abundance. Maybe you feel like there is something that is stopping you from getting the kind of limitless prosperity that you deserve, and a lot of it has to do with psychological things. Maybe you have some kind of mental block. So it's time for you to do the inner work, because once you get rid of the fears, then you're going to find true strength. The Strength card is coming up again, which is amazing, because one, from the romance point of view, if you're looking for love and romance, then November is going to bring in strong Leo energy. I'm seeing the Lion here, and I think the first pile also had the Leo energy in the pile of cards. So what I'm seeing here is strong Leo energy, possibly even Taurus, because I'm getting this very earthy vibe from this card. So if you're looking for love and romance, then November is going to bring in somebody with very strong Leo or Taurus energy. But if you're not looking for love and romance, and if you are quite happy with the way you are right now, you know, the way situation is going on in your life, I think the Strength card is telling me that this is a time for you to build on your fortitude, build on your inner strength, because the month of November is going to kind of test your resilience, especially with the Devil card in reverse. What this is telling me is that there are some inner demons that you need to work through. I think you still have some fears. Yes, you have some fears around prosperity and abundance. Like you somehow feel like maybe you don't deserve it, or maybe you're not going to get it. You know, you have that kind of self-limiting belief, which is preventing you from attracting the kind of abundance you want in your life. So it's time to do some shadow work. It's time to do some inner work. You may be feeling repressed in a lot of ways. Like you may be feeling chained to something, like restricted. This card is giving me that energy of being very restricted. Like you feel like you're stuck in something, you can't get over it. Like there's like this hurdle in front of you and you don't know what to do with it. It's like you're not able to get over it. But I think the answer lies in doing shadow work, because that's when you're going to realize what it is that's holding you back. So let me get some more clarity on that. So Spirit, what is it that pile number 2 is probably afraid of? Wow, a bunch of cards came out. Let's look at that. So one is bring love into the situation. Wow. Okay, so maybe this is love related. Maybe this is not even about prosperity or abundance. Maybe this is about you having your walls up, because that's another thing that I got from the card. The Nine of Wands. You are being very guarded about something, but at that time I wasn't clear. I think now it's clear that it is probably love. You have a lot of walls up. You are probably very guarded. You don't want to show your cards to anybody, and you are very, very secretive and mysterious about a lot of things. So I think this card is telling me that bring love into the situation. The next one is meditate and contemplate. Yes, if you want to get rid of your fears, whatever that is, probably fears around love, fears around abundance, fear around prosperity, then meditating and contemplating is extremely important, because that's going to give you answers from deep within as to why you're not able to attract what you desire. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay, so this can be read in a negative context, but what I'll try to look at it from is that this is not the time to make things happen. I don't think November is the time for you to try to control anything or make things happen. November is kind of the time for you to continue your rest and contemplation, meditation. It's time for you to let love into your life, like be open to the idea of love. If you're already in a relationship, then be more open to your partner, what they're saying, what they're trying to communicate with you. I think November is going to be all about breaking those boundaries that you've set up with yourself, those walls. And don't try to control anything, because I think November is going to be like this plateau phase where nothing will apparently seem to be happening, but then a lot is going on under the surface. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So yes, I would like you guys to not feel like this is the end of the world. So a lot of changes are in order, but then it's up to you how you want to mold and shape it. So November is going to be almost like the month where you set your groundwork, where you set the foundation. This is a time where you get to manifest what you want by molding your thoughts in the right direction, because I think for a long time your thoughts have been focused on very dark and negative energies. So now is the time for you to sort of open up and start focusing on the positive things. Work through your fears. Wow, new moon in Scorpio, and this is very topical because Scorpio season is just around the corner. So November is going to be about doing your shadow work. I think a lot of the obstacles that you're feeling around maybe wealth and abundance and maybe even love has to do with your inner demons, your inner fears. Maybe fear of commitment. It could be fear of being betrayed, because Scorpio is very much about that. Trust is very, very big. So maybe your trust has been broken in the past, and it's time for you to sort of break through those fears you have of being betrayed, of falling in love again, because I think you're afraid to be hurt. I think you're really afraid to be hurt. That's what the message I'm getting right now. So by working through your fears, you will be able to understand why you're afraid of trusting someone and how you can overcome it. A new romantic cycle begins. Oh my god, yes. So yes, definitely new love is on the way. Somebody with strong Leo energy, like I said. I'm getting the lion from the strength card. So yes, somebody with strong Leo energy or Taurus energy. So yes, love is on the cards, guys. In November, you are going to attract somebody with Leo and Taurus energy. And yes, so stay tuned for that. The answers you need are coming. So November is about working through your fears, meditating, and realizing that this is a time for you to meditate and contemplate, just like I saw in the earlier card. And by doing that, you're going to get the answers that you need, whether that be about love, whether that be about prosperity, abundance, but the universe is going to give you messages to help you stay on the right track. So it's important to pay attention to signs around you. Another Scorpio card. Wow, this is so topical, guys. Scorpio season is just around the corner. It's time to release negativity. Yes. So any negativity you have around love, opening up to somebody, because for Scorpio, I think the biggest therapy is to learn to be vulnerable, learn to open up and trust somebody else, because Scorpio always has its guard up so much. They have a lot of trust issues because they've been hurt in the past. So it's time to release those old fears, old patterns, and work through your fears and release any negative limiting beliefs and look at the bigger picture. Yes, this is pointing to Sagittarius, guys. So the next sign after Scorpio is Sagittarius, which is the next sign of ascension. So yes, once you work through your fears and once you release that toxicity and negative beliefs that you have, it could even mean letting go of old people in your life, right? It doesn't even have to be your own beliefs. Maybe somebody you've been involved with who's not really serving you well. They've not really done anything to uplift you and they're mostly bringing you down. Maybe it's a time to get rid of those people in your life. And it's also time to look at the bigger picture, because I think Scorpio, generally the Scorpio card, it tends to focus on one particular detail and go deep within and analyze things to such a great extent that you can get into your shell for a really long period of time. And I think November is about coming out of that Sagittarius energy coming through in this card, saying that you need to look at the bigger picture. It's things are not always what they seem to be. Another card that I got before this was about meditating and contemplating, right? And that is Pisces energy coming through. So this is about being in the flow. This is about being mutable a little bit. Mutable means being a little bit malleable, being a little bit open to change. It's not so much about being stuck in your own beliefs and rigid patterns. So this is not a time to be rigid, guys. November is not a time to be rigid. November is going to be a time for you to be in the flow, really be in the flow, be mutable, just like the signs Pisces and Sagittarius. This energy is telling me be in the flow, be about opening your outlook, expanding your outlook. Don't be in that shell, work through your fears. You may have had experiences in the past that sort of betrayed you or broke your trust, but that doesn't have to be the same cycle again and again. This is not about repeating the same patterns. This is actually about breaking through those own patterns. And just like this card says, nothing is yet set in stone. Again, a very mutable energy that's speaking to me. Nothing is set in stone. Don't have rigid patterns about yourself or beliefs about yourself and other people, that just because one person hurt you, every other person that's coming into your life is also going to hurt you. It doesn't happen like that. Like, not everybody is the same, and the answers you need are coming to you. So just have faith in the universe, have faith in the higher power, have faith in your higher self, and you are going to get the divine answer and intervention that you need. You are good enough. Yes, definitely, guys. I think that sense of, remember the earlier card where I said you may have had some self-limiting beliefs around love and romance, or maybe even prosperity. So that has to do with issues around self-worth, because the second house is what rules prosperity and abundance, and that's the house of self-esteem, self-worth. So you may be having these feelings of inadequacies right now, where you feel like maybe you're not good enough, not lovable enough, and that is blocking your blessings. You're blocking the good things coming to your life. So it's about working through your fears, exactly like the Scorpio card tells me. It's about working through your fears and realizing that you are good enough, you are excellent and perfect exactly the way you are. There is nothing you need to change, because you are whole and complete exactly the way you are, guys. Be bold and make the first move. Another card which is kind of speaking of fresh energy. Maybe you've been stuck in limiting beliefs, like you don't initiate conversations with the other person. Maybe there's a new maybe there's this new person with strong Leo energy who has already entered your life and they're trying to communicate with you, but maybe you've been holding back because of this fear of betrayal, fear of trust, or fear of opening up to this person. Not just Leo, but Taurus energy also is what I'm getting. But then this is the time to be bold and make the first move. Don't wait for the other person to always initiate conversation. This is the time to be in the flow, be open to new possibilities. Don't have too many rules is what I'm getting from these cards. Like, I think the more you set up rules and regulations, the more restricted things become and the less energy flows into your life. So Spirit, what's the next message for pile number 2? Let's see, I need to shuffle a little bit more. Spirit, what's the message for pile number 2? Okay, I'm getting a couple of cards here. So let's look at that. So the first card that I'm getting is Kali Ma, facing fear. Wow, guys, exactly like the earlier card I showed you. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So November is going to be a time for you to do a lot of shadow work. That's the message that I'm getting overall from the pile so far. It's a time for you to do a lot of inner work, find out what your inner fears are, discover what your self-limiting beliefs are. Maybe a lot of it is rooted in childhood, so maybe do some inner child work and find out what kind of blockages are stopping you from getting the kind of love that you want in your life. What is stopping you from getting the abundance that you seek? Because a lot of it is mental, guys. You know, a lot of what we attract in our life has to do with our mental state of mind. So if you are not having those positive thoughts, you're not going to manifest that kind of reality that you want. Next card I'm getting is Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. This is about trusting your inner intuition. A lot of you have been holding back when it comes to making choices in life because maybe your faith has been shaken in the past by somebody who did you wrong when it came to love and romance, and because of that you have a tough time trusting your own intuition. So pile number 2, this month of November is going to be a lot about doing shadow work, basically getting in touch with yourself. Buddha is also about meditation, a lot of meditation during the month of November, and clearing your blockages, discovering who you are, realizing that you are indeed good enough. Yes, guys, you're perfectly good enough. Lord Shiva, transcendence is the next card I'm getting. Rise up, honor your inner force. Again, another card that's talking about honoring your intuition. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. So yes, very much about meditation, very much about rising to a higher vibration, guys. This is a time to let go of low vibrational beliefs, low vibrational aura and spiritual beliefs that have been holding you back. It could be people, places, things, it could be situations, it could be your own self-limiting beliefs. So this is all about transcendence. A lot of high vibration that I'm getting from these cards, guys. Master Jesus, forgiveness. Forgiveness is so important. You are on the path of light, love and happiness and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Yes. So guys, you might have had some old issues where you felt betrayed by a love interest, like I got the message from the other cards before, but then this is a time for you to bring love into the situation, just like I got from the earlier card. This is not a time to hold back. This is a time to open your heart chakra, be open to the idea of love. If you want, you can meditate with a piece of rose quartz crystal or even rhodochrosite, anything that has pink energy, pink color in it. I think that's going to be really therapeutic for you guys during the month of November. Maybe wear more pink, dress up in more pink colored clothes, work with pink colored crystals, because that's going to really help you be gentler with yourself, start loving yourself more, and because of that you will start loving other people more around you. You will stop having these walls and boundaries and restrictions that are keeping you from attracting the kind of love and romance that you want in your life. So the message I'm getting, guys, is majorly around love and romance, and I think a lot of love and romance has to do with prosperity also, because when you enter, when you open up the centers for love and romance, which is like the sacral chakra, you're also letting abundance flow into your life, because those two are very, very connected. So let's see what else are the messages that I'm getting. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 2? So I'm getting a couple of cards here. Let's look at that. The first one I'm getting is the Star. Wow, yes, guys. So yes, a lot of fame and spotlight, similar to what I got for pile number 1. I think this has less to do with the actual fame and fortune, but I think more about you realizing that you are the star of your own universe. Like the earlier card that I got, it said, you are good enough. So I think it's connected, where you are discovering that you are wholesome, you are pure, you are beautiful exactly the way you are. You don't really need somebody else to complete you, but then there's a difference between wanting someone and needing someone. So needing is not the energy that you are trying to give out right now. You want to give out the energy of wanting someone. It's a choice. So you are whole by yourself, you're complete by yourself. So this is about recognizing that you are the star of your own show. You get to decide what your life looks like. You get to decide how you want to play the part in your life. whether you want to continue with victim mentality or whether you want to sort of work through your fears and discover that yes, you are magnificent just the way you are. Three of Swords, yes, another card about shining light on your demons, and a lot of it has to do with love because I'm getting the heart message here. So yes guys, this pile is giving me major love and romance related messages. So November is going to be about a lot of shadow work, a lot of inner work, working through your fears and discovering who you are, discovering why you're closed off to the idea of love. Maybe you're not even closed off to the idea of love. Maybe you are already in a romantic relationship, but it could be about being lacking in self-love. It could be about not loving yourself enough, because of which maybe you may be tolerating issues and situations that are not very good for you. So it's about facing your demons, working through those inner issues around your heart chakra, around trust issues, around betrayal, and realizing not everybody is the same. The same pattern does not have to repeat itself as long as you do the inner work. The next card is the World. I'm getting a sense of travel being on the cards. Maybe you might have travel in the pipeline, like you may be traveling to another place, another country, another city, but some kind of movement is in order. This card is also giving me a message that it's time for you to broaden your outlook, very much in line with the earlier cards that I got, which is about expanding your mind, looking at the bigger picture. Sagittarius energy that I got, right? This is about not focusing on rigid patterns and beliefs. This is about seeing the world, expanding your idea, expanding your outlook, broadening your outlook. Again, very strong Sagittarius energy I'm getting from this card. So this is about having an open mind, not having rigid beliefs that just because somebody treated you a certain way in the past, that's how it's going to always play out. That's not how it always works. Everybody is different, and somebody new who's coming into your life, possibly with strong Leo and Taurus energy, they are going to bring you something new, like a fresh energy. And if you are still stuck in the same limiting belief patterns, then you are going to probably lose out on this opportunity. So I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just trying to say that, you know, it's important that you do the inner work so that you are open to light and love around you, because there is a lot that's happening. A lot of people are wanting to get close to you, they are very attracted to you, but because of your own beliefs, you're kind of shutting them off. So guys, that's the reading for pile number 2. If you like this reading or if you resonated with it, do post a comment in the comment box, and you can like and subscribe to my channel as well. So that's it for pile number 2. See you in my next video. Bye guys. Hi guys, this is going to be the reading for pile number 3. So if you chose the third pile out of the 4 cards, the third card, then this reading is for you. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 3 for the month of November? So I'm getting a couple of cards here. Let's see. The first one I'm getting is the Nine of Swords. Wow, okay. The Knight of Swords, the next one, and Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that you may have felt a sense of dejection for a long time. You feel like everything is going against you for a long time. You feel like no matter how much you're trying, somehow things are not working out in your favor. So you're feeling really frustrated right now is what I can get from these cards. You almost feel like there is no hope left almost. And this can have to do with a lot of your spiritual beliefs, because I'm seeing the number 9. 9 is also a very sacred number. It also rules the 9th house, which is to do with travel, spiritual outlook, your philosophical outlook towards life. So because of something that's happened, your spirituality, your faith is being tested a lot during this time. That's what I'm getting from this card. The next one is Knight of Swords. So even though you're feeling a sense of dejection, like nothing is moving forward, you're probably trying really hard. You're probably trying really hard to keep charging, keep moving ahead, and just put on this brave soldier front, like this brave energy, like you've got this, like, you know, you can handle anything that comes your way. So that's the energy you're working with, but deep down inside, you're feeling really frustrated, guys. That's what I'm getting. And the Ace of Wands in reverse is telling me that you're probably feeling closed off to opportunities right now. Like you may be feeling like nothing's coming your way. Like you may be trying really hard, like the earlier card is showing me. You may be trying really hard. You may be going all out after your goals, and somehow you feel like no matter how much you're trying, somehow nothing is coming your way. Like you feel like you're almost hitting your head against a wall. You know, it feels like dead end energy. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from these cards. So Spirit, can you expand a little bit more about this energy for pile number 3? Like, what is it that they need to do to overcome this? Okay, so I'm getting a couple of cards here. So let's see. So the first one I'm getting is Ace of Pentacles. It's upright. So yes, guys, prosperity is in store for you. Good luck is in store for you. Better times are coming your way. Don't lose hope. But to do that, I'm getting the Six of Swords in reverse. Now, that's another thing. I feel like you're feeling stuck in a situation. You're feeling like really stuck. You're feeling stagnant. You feel like you're trying to get out of a situation, but somehow you're not going anywhere. Like, it's like being a hamster on a wheel. You're just overworking yourself. Like the Knight of Swords is showing me. You're overworking yourself. Like you're literally burning yourself out, but somehow you're not able to get out of the situation. So what's the answer? Let's see. Wheel of Fortune. I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that you need to trust in the universe. And the month of November is kind of going to be about. So let's see the next card. So Five of Wands, but this is in reverse. So you do have a lot of, you may be feeling like you have a lot of competition around you, and as a result of that, you probably feel like you need to overwork yourself just so that you don't go out of the competition, or just so that you can maintain whatever it is you have in your life. But I think the message that I'm getting here is not to overwork yourself so much, because I think like you run the risk of burning yourself out. When you're doing so much, when you're overexerting yourself so much, you run the risk of burning out. You run the risk of closing off opportunities, because guys, opportunities are in store for you. Ace of Pentacles is showing me, yes, good opportunities are just around the corner, but I feel like you are in this headspace right now which is preventing you from going further, and you almost seem to have run out of options. Like you feel like you've run out of options. You feel like you may have tried all possible avenues to get out of the situation that you're in, or just to attract more abundance in your life, but somehow you feel like nothing is moving forward. I'm getting the Sun energy in the next card. This is amazing because it tells me that you are going to attract, like a new beginning is around the corner. Like this phase that you're in right now during the month of October, I think that's going to end in the month of November. I think the month of November is going to bring in some new opportunities for you, especially with the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun card, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. These three cards are telling me that, better luck is around the corner. It's just a phase right now that you're going through, and it's going to pass very soon. And towards the end of October is when I feel like you guys are, oh, some cards popped out. Towards the end of October is when I feel like some of you guys are going to really start seeing the changes and start noticing the shift in energy. I'm getting the Three of Pentacles, which is telling me that, probably don't share all your secrets with everybody. I think one of the things that you guys are doing is being very open with everybody. Or the flip side is that you've been too secretive, because 3 is a number of communication also. And I feel like a lot of you have been very secretive about a lot of things. You're not sharing with a lot of people, and that's kind of like a fear-based attitude is what I'm getting from this card. Like you don't want to share, you don't want to put your cards out on the table, which is fine. I mean, you don't want to jinx things. But at the same time, I feel like you have some kind of paranoia right now around you, like the sense that you don't want to share anything with the world because you're afraid that whatever little, all the effort that you're putting in right now, it's going to sort of backfire. That's the energy that I'm getting. Spirit, what are the messages for pile 3? Let's see. Okay, so a couple of cards dropped out. Let's see. So I'm getting the Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. So that's telling me that, it's time for you to hold your horses. Like, I know that you've been really working hard to get what you want, like going on overdrive almost. You've been overworking yourself, but this is a time for you to stop, put the brakes on it. Like, don't overwork yourself right now. Just put the brakes on it. Just hold off on doing so much. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is telling me that, you've been doing too much. I feel like you've been overworking yourself too much, and you've been in this worrying state of mind for way too long. I think November is going to bring in a new ray of hope. The Sun card is telling me that, a new ray of hope, and also new opportunities your way. So it's just time to sort of get out of that funk that you're probably finding yourself in, where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling like you're not able to move forward. And I think it's about trusting the universe and sort of allowing. I think that energy of allowing is missing in your life. I think you're trying to do too much. I think you're trying to overwork yourself too much. So it's time to sort of sit back and relax. Spirit, what are the messages for pile number 3? Okay, so a couple of cards that have come out here. Let's look at that. So you've got, hang on a second. The answers you need are coming, which is the full moon in Gemini. Again, like I said, just trust in the universe. Don't be so, don't be on overdrive trying to make everything happen all at once. It's not going to happen all at once. You need some patience. You need to trust the divine timing, because there is a time for everything. Trust me, the universe knows what's best for you. That's going to come to you at the best time. So it's better not to rush it, better not to overthink. I think you're overthinking a lot. The next card I'm getting is expect powerful change. Yes. So the answers you need are coming, and expect powerful change. Both these cards are telling me that new beginnings are around the corner. November is going to bring you a real powerful shift in energy. I'm almost seeing like all the blockages that you may have experienced till now, like related to new opportunities coming your way. I think November is going to really bring in new opportunities, especially Wheel of Fortune card is telling me that you will shine when it comes to your public image. Like all of a sudden, you're going to notice a lot of opportunities coming your way, and this is going to help you shine in the public domain, like the way people see you in society. It's going to really bring you a lot of fame and fortune. Not necessarily fame and fortune, but just good luck and a lot of new opportunities is what I'm getting. Spirit, what are the messages for pile number 3? Let's see. Okay, so I've got a couple of cards that I've dropped out. So let's look at that. Step outside of your comfort zone. Wow, guys. So this is about doing things differently. I think one of the reasons you're feeling stuck and sort of frustrated, and the fact that opportunities are getting sort of blocked, is because you've been doing things the same way for way too long. I think you've been sort of stuck in your comfort zone. You've been doing things, like I said, the same way for a long time. So it's time to break out of old habits, step outside of your comfort zone. Maybe this is a time to explore a new career opportunity, especially because of the Wheel of Fortune and the number 10 that I'm getting. It has to do with your public image, what you do for work. I think this is about maybe exploring a new career option. I'm getting the sense that maybe this is a time for you to think of a new business idea, a new career path, just something that you haven't done before. So new ideas are going to be coming to you. Like I said, the answers you need are coming. So you will get new ideas, you will get new inspiration, and that's going to help you decide what you want to do next. Like, what do you want to do with your career? What do you want to do with your life? A win-win outcome is forecast. So this is telling me that full moon in Libra. So yes, definitely positive changes are going to come into your life during November. It's time for you to still keep the balance in your life and not keep doing like overworking yourself. I think November is going to still be about very much about keeping the balance, like not trying to overdo things. Next card is work through your fears. Again, very Scorpio card, new moon in Scorpio. So November is going to be about doing some shadow work and finding out why you're working yourself so hard, like why you're doing so much. And a lot of it, like when we try to overwork ourselves too much, I think part of it stems from our mistrust in the universe, because we feel like unless we work hard enough, like unless we burn ourselves out, we're not going to get what we deserve. So it's kind of stemming from a feeling of unworthiness, if you will. And so November is probably going to be about working through your fears and discovering why you feel like you don't deserve it just the way you are. Why do you feel like you need to work so hard to get what you want, right? So when you discover that, that's going to give you an aha moment, and you're going to kind of realize that, hang on a second, I don't really need to work so hard at this. It should just come to me naturally. Like I automatically attract abundance and prosperity. So that's the kind of zone you want to be in. And look at the bigger picture. The next card is again similar to what I got the earlier pile, full moon in Sagittarius. So again, strong Sagittarius energy that I'm getting here. Possibly somebody with strong Sagittarius influence entering your life, if it's about love and romance. If you are looking at love and romance for the next month, But if you're not, this is more about expanding your mind, looking at different options. Like I think a lot of your business ideas and inspiration, especially around career and what you want to do with the rest of your life, has to do with looking at the bigger picture. Like I said, Sagittarius energy is about looking at different options, looking at fresh ideas, right? Not remaining stuck in your old patterns. I think one of the things that's been holding you back is you've not stepped outside of your comfort zone. So this is about stepping outside of the zone, stepping outside of what you've always done, and looking at something new, looking at something fresh, because that's where the real juice is. That's where the real meat is. Like you're going to get a lot of your answers from there. Spirit, what are the messages for pile number 3? Let's see. Okay, so a couple of cards that are showing up. The first one is wandering path. Enjoy the journey. So guys, don't overwork yourself. I think November is going to be a major teacher for you to just sit back and relax. This is not the time for you to go on overdrive and operating in masculine mode. This is a time for you to sit back, do some inner work, do some shadow work, like the Scorpio card is showing me. Work through your fears and look at the bigger picture. You'll get a lot of ideas. Step outside of your comfort zone. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Yes, a lot of past beliefs are holding you back. I'm also getting a sense, a lot of water energy. So that's telling me a lot of intuition. So this is a time for you to get in touch with your intuition. What have you always wanted to do with your life? I know this pile is mostly focused around career because that's the main message that I'm somehow getting from this pile. From your reading, pile number 3, is that this is majorly around your work, your career. I feel like a lot of your frustrations around abundance and what you want to do with your life, you're feeling very lost right now. You feel like you've reached a dead end. You've tried many options to do what you want in your life, but somehow it's not giving you the benefits that you want, the results that you want. And this is a time for you to sort of clear your past beliefs, because I think a lot of your past beliefs, not just past beliefs, but the way you do things, like your past patterns, that is what is holding you back from moving forward. Solitude, guys, this is about in silence, peace prevails. This is about doing inner work. This is about doing shadow work. November is going to be about sitting with yourself, meditating, doing some inner work and shadow work in solitude, because that's going to give you the answers. That's going to give you the creative ideas you need to prosper and what you need to do, the next steps that you need to take in your life. I think that's going to be very, very important. So Spirit, what are the messages for pile number 3? Let's see. So I'm getting a couple of cards here. The first one is the King of Pentacles. Yes, this is a time for you to look at what kind of business ideas you want to start. It's a time for you to take stock of what you have. Like, don't keep overworking yourself. Take stock of what you have. Make the best of what you have. This is not about reinventing the wheel. This is about reusing what you have and recycling what you have, coming up with new ideas to make what you already have work for you. Ace of Wands. Yes, guys, new opportunities are coming your way once you do the inner work. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands getting upright. It's no longer in reverse, which means that new opportunities are going to start coming your way. You are going to make a breakthrough. I see a major breakthrough here in the month of November. You're going to see a major shift in energies, probably due to the shadow work that you will be doing in November. 7 of Swords. I'm seeing that journaling is going to be very, very important for you during the month of November. So while you're doing your shadow work, write down what are the things that are coming to your mind, what are the thoughts that are coming into your mind, because that's going to give you a lot of answers as to what's holding you back, what hasn't worked for you in the past. Like a lot of the obstacles that are coming your way have to do with the way you've been working in the past, like it's not working for you. Spirit, what are the messages for pile number 3? I'm getting a lot of cards all of a sudden. Let's look at that. So I'm getting Radha, soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. Yes, this is, guys, November is going to be a time for you to get in touch with your own self. You've probably lost touch with who you are as a person, and this is a time for you to reconnect with yourself, discover who you are. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Yes, guys, move beyond drama, create your own path. Yes, make room for good energy. This is a time for you to forge your own path. Something radical, some new ideas are coming your way regarding your career, regarding your job, a business probably. So guys, as I was saying, like a lot of this time has to do with you healing yourself. It's about getting in touch with your inner self. Karma releasing, a lot of the old limiting patterns that you have, it probably has to do with a lot of your own fears. So this is a time for you to create your own path. Think of radical, fresh ideas. Think of new things that you've never done before. And this is going to be a great time to clear old karma, because I get a sense that a lot of these fears and frustrations that you're feeling have to do with past lives as well. You're carrying along a lot of debt from your past life, and that's making you face these fears towards opportunities that are coming your way. Seraphis Bay, ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Yes, guys, so just keep doing the inner work on yourself. Look at the bigger picture, look at what the universe has in store. The universe is a limitless source of abundance. It's just about clearing your mental blockages during the month of November and thinking of a new idea that is going to help you get started on your journey, whether that's a new job, a new career, a new business. And I think this is again the North Node card that I'm getting. So it's about looking at the North Node in your own birth chart. Look at which house it's in, look at which zodiac sign it's in. That's going to give you a lot of ideas as to what you need to do in terms of your career and life path. The divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So guys, during the month of November, while you're doing your shadow work, you will find the universe is sending you a lot of spiritual messages. Maybe you're getting a lot of repeat numbers. Maybe you're seeing different animals, spirit animals, totems. You will get a lot of spiritual messages from the universe. So it's time that you pay attention to those, because those are going to give you crucial clues and guidance as to what you need to do, whether it's about your job, whether it's about a new business or career. Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Yes, guys, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Yes, guys. So this is not about going into overdrive like you've been doing for the last couple of months. This is about trusting the universe. November is going to be about a lot of karmic cleansing. It's going to be a lot of soul healing, a lot of working with yourself in solitude, healing yourself, reconnecting with yourself. It's going to be amazing energy, guys. Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released, especially now with the retrograde. I think this is a great time for you to do inner work, because the month of November is going to start a new phase for you. But for that to happen, this phase has to end. And that's why one of the reasons you're feeling frustrated is because you feel like you've reached a dead end. And that dead end is actually an ending of this phase. It's actually a new beginning that's going to start after this. Gaia, Earth's connection, again, very much about intuition, getting in touch with yourself. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. Yes, guys. So I think a lot of you have been very worried. You've been in that worried headspace, wondering what's going to happen in the future, what's in store for you, what the universe has in store for you. But I think what this card is telling me is to stay grounded, is to savor each day, stay in the moment, because that's going to give you the answers you need. Green Tara, supreme protection. You are being protected by the universe. Cords are being cut. Oh my God, very powerful, guys. So move beyond limitation, trust. Yes, a lot of old cords are being cut. This is a time of karmic release. Very, very powerful, guys. November is going to be very crucial for you guys, because it's going to be the pathway for you to enter a new paradigm almost, because I see the month of December being the month when you see the real change happening, whereas November is going to be this time of solitude and clearing old karmic patterns and debts. The Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So yes, guys, this is probably more in line with your career path. What are your gifts? What are your talents that you have to offer to this world? I think November is going to be very much about being in touch with yourself, reconnecting with yourself. What do you love to do in your life? What are your passions? What are your talents? And then trying to think of an idea or a business that is centered around it. That's going to be crucial. Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Yes, guys, November is going to be about your intuition. Your intuition is going to be on point during November. You're going to find that you're going to get a lot of powerful answers. You're going to find a lot of spiritual messages coming through from the universe, from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. You're going to see a lot of messages around you, and it's important that you trust those messages. Like, don't doubt them, because that's going to be the key for you to follow the right path. The Miriam, Sacred Vision, another very spiritual card. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So remember the earlier card that said that only love is real, which is very true. Love is the answer, guys. So I think that this is about being in tune with your higher self, operating at a higher vibration, higher frequency, knowing that better things are coming your way. Just like I saw the Ace of Pentacles is around the corner, new opportunities are coming your way. It's just about trusting the processes. It's about not overworking yourself so much, and you will soon see results. I anticipate that December is going to be the time when you really start seeing results. November is more about doing the inner work on yourself. In terms of love and romance, I feel like somebody may come into your life, maybe somebody charging into your life, like an Aries. So, they may enter your life, but then you may choose to sort of be within yourself. I think November is going to be more like a hermit zone for you, where you're doing the inner work. I don't think you will be that focused on love during the month of November. That's what I'm getting from this pile, guys. If you like this reading, please, and if it resonated with you, please leave a comment in the comment box, and you can also like and subscribe to my channel. And that's it, guys. That's the reading for pile number 3, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hi guys, this is going to be the reading for pile number 4. So if you selected the 4th card out of the pile that I shared with you at the beginning of this video, then this reading is for you. So let's get started. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 4? Wow, a card just dropped out. So that's the 10 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. And I'm also getting the 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's look at some other cards that I have. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 4? Okay, I've got the 10 of Cups. Sorry, this is a very positive card. What else? Spirit, what's the message for pile number 4? Okay, another card just dropped out. I'm getting the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let's look at what other messages I'm getting. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 4? Okay, 7 of Cups upright. Okay, wow. Okay, so let's look at these cards. So the first card that I'm getting here is the 10 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So what this is telling me is, I get a feeling that November is going to be a time when you're not going to be socializing. November is going to be a time where you want to keep to yourself. I also see the scales of justice here in this card. So this is going to be a time for balance, but you may feel, because this card is in reverse, what I'm getting is you may feel a sense of imbalance during the month of November. You may feel like everything is kind of out of whack. Everything is, not in your control almost. You feel out of balance. You may feel that way in November. And that's going to kind of prompt you to sort of go inward, go within yourself. You may not want to socialize that much. You may feel like this is not the time for you to cultivate friendships. This is not the time for you to reach out to your friends and family. And you may just kind of close yourself out from the people around you. That's the energy that I'm getting from this card. Next one that I'm getting is the 6 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So this is telling me, again, very similar energy. That's what I'm getting from this card, that, you feel like you're kind of cut off from your tribe. That's the kind of energy I'm getting, that during November, it's going to feel like you're sort of isolated. You're sort of in hermit mode. And I think there was a similar energy in one of the earlier piles as well, I think for pile number 2. But I'm getting a similar energy here, where this is going to be about you kind of wandering this journey alone during the month of November. It's going to be less about collaborating, less about being with people. It's going to be more about being by yourself and traveling by yourself. And that can be a spiritual travel, that can be an actual travel to another place, another country, city, or any other region. But then mostly I'm getting the sense that this is a journey you want to take on your own. You may have been the kind of person that people turn to for a lot of advice. Like you may have been the kind of person that people look up to. Like, you're the one everybody comes to for advice and opinion, and everybody wants your time and attention, and that may have left you feeling a little bit depleted. So the energy I'm getting here is that now you want to sort of shut yourself from the world during the month of November. You're going to be very much about putting yourself first, putting your energies first. This is going to be about you. Like, you may feel very drained in the month of November because you've been giving so much of yourself for such a long time that now during the month of November you may feel like enough is enough. You need to protect your energies, you need to protect your boundaries. So that's the energy that I'm getting. I'm also getting the 10 of cups, which is amazing, which is telling me that you may find a new romantic love interest. Like, I feel like the month of November is going to be about you discovering somebody new in your life. Maybe you might settle down with somebody. I'm seeing marriage on the cards. I'm seeing some kind of a long-term commitment. Basically, you may have been in a romantic relationship for a while now, and I feel like November is going to be the time where it solidifies. If you're not already in a committed relationship, then I think that November is going to be the month where you actually settle down. Even if you don't settle down, it's going to be about you putting down your roots. That's the sense I'm getting. So setting up a family, maybe starting a family. I'm getting that energy also. Maybe having a new child on the way. Maybe you already have children, or you're going to have children. So that's so very much home and family related. So a lot of happiness in store for you. You are going to find a new love in your life. So even if the settling down doesn't happen during November, if you're not in a relationship, then you are going to find your soulmate during November. That's the energy I'm getting, because this is I'm getting the energy of long-term commitment, maybe even marriage from this card. And as a result of that, you will also experience a lot of abundance and prosperity. Now, a lot of people get this confused. People think that abundance and prosperity is only like the material realm, but I feel like abundance is more of a mindset. So, being content with what you have at the present moment. So, that's going to be the headspace that you're going to gradually move towards during the month of November. I'm also getting the Four of Pentacles, but that's in reverse. So that's telling me that you may have been getting a lot of signs from the universe as to, and I'm getting the number 4. The number 4 is more about the foundation and groundwork. It's also to do with your home life, your home and family life. So you may have been given a lot of signs from the universe that what you need to do. Like, the universe is showing you, like the universe is asking you to pay attention to a lot of signs that are coming your way, because you are getting a lot of spiritual messages over the last couple of months. But somehow I feel like you're choosing to ignore them, or you haven't really been paying attention to the spiritual signs around you. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with the sort of hermit energy that I'm getting from the earlier 2 cards, where you just want to kind of isolate yourself from the world around you, from people around you, from your friends and family, your well-wishers. And I think that is kind of blocking the energy where you kind of have lost a little bit of the sight of what's to come. Like, you've kind of lost track in a little bit. I think because you're kind of a little bit fed up of how much you've been giving to people around you, especially because the number 4 is also to do with the home life. Maybe you already have a family, maybe you're already in a romantic partnership, but you feel like you're giving so much of your energy towards it that now you feel like you want to just focus on yourself, you want to put yourself first. And the thing is, if you do that, then that's actually going to infuse new life into your love life if you're already in a relationship, because your partner is going to see that in you, that shift in energy, and they are going to want to step up to the plate. Like, they're going to actually want to help out more around the house, maybe something as simple as that, or they're just going to extend your support more when it comes to the home and family life. So that's another situation if you're already in a love relationship, you're already in a romantic relationship. But if you aren't in a romantic relationship and if you're looking for love, then definitely November is going to bring love is definitely going to blossom for you in November. I'm also getting the Seven of Cups. This is a mixed bag that I'm getting here in terms of the energies. One is I'm getting a lot of prosperity, fertility, a lot of abundance that's coming your way during November. And the thing is, I'm getting a lot of intuition, the vibes of intuition from this card. A lot of hidden messages are being revealed, and that kind of ties into the earlier card where I was telling that the universe is sending you a lot of messages asking you to tap into your intuition, but somehow I feel like you're not paying attention to them, or you're just kind of blocking it out, or you just feel like it's all maybe mumbo jumbo, like you probably don't believe in it that much. But this card is telling me that also pay attention to your inner wisdom, pay attention to your intuition. The snake is very much about intuition and wisdom. Age old wisdom. So listen to your ancestors also. That's another thing this card is telling me, that you may be missing out on signs that your ancestors are telling you. Actually, now that I think about it, the number 4 has to do with your family life. So maybe your lineage, your heritage, your cultural heritage, your ancestors. What are they trying to tell you regarding your home and family life? Actually, the message I'm getting here has to do more about harmony in your home life. That's the message I'm getting overall. Like maybe the sense of imbalance or the kind of exhaustion that you're feeling in your home life, in your family life, is because you've overextended yourself and now you want to go into hermit mode. Now you don't want to socialize. You want to, you don't want to be part of the tribe. You don't want to be you sort of kind of felt isolated for some time because you feel like nobody has your back. They're not really reciprocating your energies. So now you want to shut yourself off. But then the universe is trying to tell you that your ancestors are sending you messages. I got this in reverse, but the universe is telling you to see the signs, your ancestors, because I'm getting the number 4, and that has to do with your home and family life, your ancestry, your lineage. So your ancestors are reaching out to you through the universe, telling you, maybe they are giving you clues as to what might help you to have a more happy, balanced, abundant home life. You know, the 10 of Cups is giving me that vibe. So maybe it's about listening to the signs. Even if you're not paying attention to the signs from the universe, maybe it's about reaching out to the maternal side of your family, like your aunts, your grandmom, basically the maternal side of your family. That's the strong vibe I'm getting, because they will give you a lot of guidance, what you need to do during the situation, especially when you're feeling exhausted, when you're feeling spent, because they have age old wisdom. You know, the thing about our ancestors is, they've also been through similar experiences as we have, and they have way more life experience than us. So their wisdom and guidance is truly like unparalleled. So it's really important that you reach out to your ancestors. If they have passed, then it's maybe time for you to pay attention to the spiritual messages you're getting from them from the other realm. But if they are very much on this earth and living, then you know it's time for you to reach out to them and ask them for advice, ask them for help. I'm sure that your ancestors, your maternal side especially of the family, they will be very happy to help you out when you are faced with some kind of a situation where you need some advice to help. Maybe you need more grounding, maybe you need to see a different perspective in your home life. That's the vibe I'm getting. Another thing I'm getting is, like I said, intuition. So trust your own intuition as well. I feel like a lot of you, you want to sort of set up that door, you want to shut yourself off, because you feel like that sense of exhaustion, but it's not the time for you to shut yourself off. I feel like that would be kind of detrimental to you if you do that during the month of November. So it's about trusting your intuition. It's about reaching out to your family members, especially your maternal side, like your the women in your family. I'm seeing a lot of abundance, fertility, a lot of fertility. So, like I said before, maybe your child is on the way. Maybe you are starting a family. You know, a lot of fertility is what I'm getting from this card. A lot of prosperity and abundance as well, and intuition. I'm also getting the sense that you may have some demons that are rearing their head. Like, I don't know, maybe you have some kind of a sense of betrayal of some kind and you want to lash out at somebody. That's the sense I'm getting. But then the card is also telling me that Hold off on that, trust your intuition, and know that better things are coming your way, especially with the Ten of Cups here. So let's ask for the next deck what messages I'm getting. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 4? Okay, so I'm getting expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So this is very, very powerful. I feel like if you reach out to your ancestors or just get your ancestral messages, you will really feel more empowered. You will get a new perspective on things, and you will know how to take stock of the situation and kind of move forward. Now, the thing is, a lot of the ancestral wisdom is timeless, but at the same time, it can be very relevant to their times, right? Like a lot of things have changed in modern times. So maybe some of the things that they tell you may not be directly relevant, but you can take the essence of whatever messages they're telling you and apply it in a modern context according to the current times. So, Spirit, what other messages am I getting for pile number 4? Okay, so I'm getting these cards here. So I'm getting a personal issue reaches solution. Full moon in Cancer. Cancer again is very much about the home. It's about moon. It's about nurturing. It's about mothering energy. So like I said, you may have you may have a new child on the way, or you may be already pregnant, or just welcoming a new family member. Just a lot of focus on the home life. That's the vibe I'm getting from this overall pile here. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Maybe you have some dispute with family members. That's another energy that I'm getting from these cards. Maybe you have some dispute with some family members, and that is kind of making you feel isolated, exhausted, and not wanting to socialize that much. But then you will find answers very soon, especially during the next month. What do you need to release is the next card I'm getting. So definitely something about the waning moon energy. So again, I'm getting this energy that this is about intuition, just like I got from the earlier card. So this is about leaning into yourself and finding out what is it exactly that this conflict that's being caused between you and your family. What is the reason for that? Why is this happening? So I think that a lot of that has to do with our own personal issues. So I think there is something that you need to release. Maybe you need to forgive somebody, or maybe you need to let go of some kind of attachment that you have, which is making a kind of toxic pattern repeat itself. Have faith in your dreams. Yes, again, very much about intuition, like I said before. So pay attention to your dreams. You may be having a lot of psychic dreams during the month of November. You may feel, and actually, a lot of the spiritual messages that are coming through, like I said in the earlier card, you may be ignoring them, not purposely, but maybe because they are appearing in your dreams, and maybe you don't remember your dreams when you wake up the next morning. So, one of the things you could do is write down as soon as you wake up what you dreamt about. What this is going to do is, as you keep writing them down, you will notice some patterns as to what symbols, what imagery, what colors. You may be seeing certain animals as well. So I think it's important to have faith in your dreams, exactly like this card says, because your dreams are going to give you a lot of hidden wisdom, and your ancestors usually try to reach out to you through your dreams. They send you a lot of wisdom through your dreams. So I think paying attention to that is going to give you a lot of answers, and because of that, you're going to reach a personal resolution. You're going to reach a resolution regarding a personal issue that you've been facing for some time now, especially related to family. A new start is coming, a new moon. So yes, once you do this, once you start paying attention to your dreams, and once you figure out what messages and what symbology you're getting from that, you're actually going to find that there is a shift in energy, and a lot of those obstacles are going to be removed, so that you are able to enjoy a happy, abundant family life. So Spirit, what's the other message for pile number 4? Okay, so I'm getting a couple of cards here. One is Dwal Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Yes. So try not to overwhelm yourself with family responsibilities, with responsibilities at the home. I think that's one of the reasons why you're feeling exhausted and sort of out of energy. Like you're sensing that there's this imbalance in your life during the month of November, and I think part of it has to do with you try to take on too much at once, like you're probably overworking yourself, and because of that you're feeling a sense of being overwhelmed. I think what this card is telling me, take it one step at a time, take it one day at a time, don't try to take on too much. If you need help around the house, ask your family members to help you out, or just seek guidance from people around you, from friends and family, your near and dear ones. It's never, a lot of us, we hesitate to ask for help from our near and dear ones because we feel like that's a sign of vulnerability, and a lot of people tend to look at vulnerability as a sign of weakness. But honestly guys, there's nothing wrong with asking from help from people who care about you, because trust me, they will be more than happy to give you the guidance and help that you need. So definitely seek help, definitely reach out for help, be open in that sense, don't close yourself off like that, don't isolate yourself. Like I said, you may be leaning towards that, but it's not good. Like, Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Yes. So, whatever issue you are having in your family or your home life, realize that you are in control. Like, nobody can tell you what to do, nobody can shift you out of your own control. Like, you decide how you want things to be. So I think realizing that you have the control, that you have the power, is going to be very empowering in its own self, and that's going to give you the strength to start working towards whatever it is that needs resolution in the home life and in the family life. The next card I'm getting is Sir Nuno's Life Force, very powerful. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Okay, so maybe this has to do with something around intimacy issues around the home life. Maybe that's getting in the way. So I think it's about stepping into that power and realizing that, the thing is, sensual power also has to do with creativity because it rules the sacral chakra. So maybe it's also about unleashing your inner creativity. It's about doing projects that you enjoy. So maybe part of the reason why you're feeling exhausted in the home is because you've overextended yourself and you've kind of stopped focusing on your passions, what it is that you love doing, your hobbies in life. Maybe those have taken a back seat. So it's maybe time for you to start focusing on them a little bit more. Because what that's going to do is it's going to give you a sense of control. That inner strength card that I just brought up, that's going to give you a sense of agency, a sense of power, that yes, you are in control, and you're going to feel good about yourself. So you're kind of shifting the focus in a little way, in a small way, but the transformation is going to be pretty profound. Lady Venus downloads an understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from the heaven and the astral realm. So very important guys, your dreams are going to be very important during the month of November. Really pay attention to that, because that is going to give you a lot of key insights. Also, Lady Venus, very Venusian energy, very feminine energy that I'm getting from this card. I'm getting the sense that it's time for you to open up the heart chakra. You guys have probably closed off yourselves to love. Even if you are in a committed relationship, I feel like you may have closed off the doors to love. Like, you may be having your walls up, I don't know, for whatever reason. You may be feeling dejected, kind of closed off and exhausted. So I think it's important for you to tap into that Venusian energy, that feminine energy, which is more playful, which is more creative, which is more fun and enjoyable. I think once you tap into that, you will start finding more vibrance in your love life. Lord Shiva, transcendence. This is telling me rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. Now the thing is, dance is a very creative way to express yourself. That's again telling me that it's about tapping into your intuition. Not just that, it's about also being in tune with the divine. Like, a lot of answers are going to come to you, but you need to really pay attention to the signs that are coming to you from your dreams, that are coming to you from various realms. I feel like the universe is sending you a lot of messages. Your ancestors are reaching out to you, but it's just that you have to have a little bit of more of an open mind for that. So, Spirit, what's the next message for pile number 4? Okay, so I'm getting these two cards. One is answering the call. The time is now. Yes. So if you are getting messages from the universe through your dreams, they will be sending you certain images, certain symbols that, mean certain things. And I think it's really important to look at the symbology, look at what they mean, and follow that path. Because I feel like if you don't follow that path, if you don't answer the call that you're getting right now, it's not going to solve the problems that you may be facing in the home life. So I think that a lot of it has to do with tapping into your intuition and kind of trusting the divine messages you're going to get during the month of November. I feel like a lot of us, we tend to focus on our logical side so much that we forget to look at the divine guidance that we are receiving from the universe. And it's kind of important not to be so logical all the time, and it's time to be in your Venusian energy more, your feminine and intuitive energy, which is more about looking at the magic all around you, looking at the wonder that is the universe, that the universe has so many ways of communicating with you. I think it's important to look at that as a source of guidance rather than just logical thinking, which is more masculine. Overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. So this is about believing in yourself, that no matter whatever is happening right now, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling exhausted. This is about knowing that you have the power, just like I said, inner strength, you have the power. It's about knowing that you are in control, and that, because of that strength, you can overcome anything, that nothing can hold you back. Basically, that's what this card is telling me. So let's look at the next deck. So Spirit, what's the message for pile number 4? Okay, so a lot of cards are coming out. So let's look at that. The first card I'm getting is the Lovers. Wow. So again, tap into your feminine passion, tap into the creative Venusian vibe that you need to energize your love life. I feel like a lot of you are operating in very masculine mode, like, which is like overworking yourself, doing a lot of things. I think doing is very masculine. I think this is the month of November when you want to just relax, when you want to be more playful, be more creative, be more fun, and enjoy, like the creative juices, like they say, like be more playful, be more in the moment, because that's going to make you feel more childlike, make you feel open to the universe and what it has to offer. I'm getting the Fool card, but I'm getting it in reverse. So I'm feeling like one of the reasons you're feeling stuck is because you've kind of closed yourself off. You may be having a very regimented lifestyle, like a lot of structure in your life, where you've forgotten how to have fun. So November is going to be about letting go of that restriction, take a little bit of a risk, maybe jump off the ledge a little bit. That's exactly what this card is telling me, like take a risk. It's okay to take some risks sometimes. You don't have to be so guarded all the time. The next one is the Five of Wands, but I'm again getting that in reverse. So you may feel like you like you have to be in control all the time. You may be feeling exhaustion as a result of that. Like you're trying to keep everything in balance so much that paradoxically that is bringing you imbalance. Like when you try too hard to control stuff, usually it backfires because you really can't control everything. So I think part of this lesson is to let go of that sense of control, because really we don't have control over a lot of things in our life. I'm getting the Moon card, but I'm getting it in reverse. Now, some people are going to say that the Moon card can represent, yeah, of course, the Moon represents the maternal forces in your life. So again, like I said before, this is about reaching out to the maternal side of your family, but I'm getting this in reverse. So this is also telling me that one of the obstacles you're facing in your home life, one of the reasons why you're feeling a little imbalanced and exhausted in your energy, is probably because of somebody in your family who, a woman in your family who is kind of causing maybe some disruptions in your life. Maybe you have some kind of disagreement with them, but this is definitely a feminine force in your family. So maybe that's something to look at. Who is actually causing this kind of disruption? I'm again getting the Magician card, but that's in reverse. So I feel like you may be feeling right now that you are not in control. You may be feeling like you don't have the power in your life. But just like I said, in the earlier card, this is about trusting your inner strength and knowing that you are the one who has the power. So this is about believing in yourself. I think more than anything, this is about believing in yourself and your powers to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life, because you really have the power. The next card I'm getting is Rebirth. Wow, a major shift that's going to happen your way. This is similar to what I got earlier, which said expect powerful change, which was the new moon eclipse. So Yes, very similar to that, the rebirth card, you are going to see a very big change during the month of November. But it's important that you pay attention to the signs that you're getting from the universe. And it's also about tapping into your childlike, playful side. Like, don't be so much about getting work done, but be more about relaxing and enjoying life. I think that is where most of your creativity is going to come from. The death card, again a very powerful card. So because of this exercise of shifting your balance from masculine to feminine energy, you're going to realize that you will let go of a lot of this control issues that you were having in your life, like this need to control everything or the need to stay on top of everything. I think that a lot of that is going to go away. You're going to sort of relinquish control. That's kind of what the death card is telling me. Like, you will be relinquishing control of a lot of things, and you will kind of let things flow. You will stop trying to make things happen and be more like, okay, whatever has to happen, it's going to happen in its own time. So that's going to be a major shift that's going to happen in November, and as a result of that, you're going to see a lot of powerful changes in the home life. Four of Wands, again another home and security based cards, and I feel some of it has to do with the sense of security in your life. Maybe you're not feeling very secure, maybe financially secure, maybe romantically secure, but it's again to do with the home life. But that's going to change in November, where you will establish the foundation for having a secure home life, both romantically and financially. You're sort of laying the groundwork during the month of November because of the shift that's happening in your internal energy system. And that's going to lay the groundwork for a really happy home life in the future. But yeah, definitely a lot of change that's happening in November. I'm also seeing the Ten of Cups once again, which is reinforcing the idea and the belief that yes, this is a time for family, this is a time for home, this is a time for harmonizing, this is a time for being in touch with your near and dear ones, especially the feminine forces in your family, like the women in your life. Your mom, your grandmom, your aunts, those are the people you want to reach out to, because this is very strong maternal energy that I'm getting from this card. Very much like, reach out to the women in your life, reach out to the family that you have. They're going to give you a lot of guidance, they're going to give you a lot of emotional support. I think one thing that you're kind of missing out on right now is a lot of emotional support. You feel imbalanced because of that reason. You feel like you've overextended yourself because you feel like that connection is missing, and I feel part of it has to do with the fact of not reaching out to those who love you and care about you. So this is about getting in touch with people who are close to you, your family. This is about family ties, family bonding time. So get together, maybe have a celebration at home, just anything small. It doesn't have to be very elaborate, but that's basically the messages I'm getting from this pile. This video was slightly longer than the other piles because I was getting a lot of messages from this pile. But guys, that's in a nutshell the message for pile number 4. If you like this reading and if you resonated with it, please do leave a comment in the comment box below. And as always, you can like and subscribe to my channel. I love interacting with you guys and appreciate your feedback and your support. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye, guys.